All right, back in the shop with the 24 beta. It's time to change out the start and kill switch. This is a really good unit. It's just something that I don't like. It's just not something I'm used to. So as you've seen before in my other videos, I use these kind of classic style start and kill buttons. I put my start next to the throttle side and my kill over next to the clutch side. Other guys flip it around. This works either way. The parts that I use are these. And so what I'll do first is I will trace out my pins on my current unit. And then I will depin and match up with the new unit. So let me go ahead and do that. So what's cool with the beta plug and the Tusk one is they're pretty easy to work with here. So I can just pop those pins out with a little tool. Kind of looks like this guy here. You can get those off of the Jeff Bezos site if you want. So I line them up here. So start is on this side, kill is over on that side. And the cool thing is the Tusk comes with this little guy here that's already in. So I cut that out and I make that, I'll attach that to my kill switch. I'll cut these, join them together, and then I'll have my kill done. And this whole process is very easy. We'll start and stop. So there you have it. This unit here that outputs out of this guy becomes a start and stop button that outputs out of here. So I'll test it on the bike, and then I'll shrink these, which these will be watertight seals, and those connections will be good and safe. And of course, we'll always put dielectric in our connections on the beta, and that part of the bike will be done. All right, so we're working on the light switch now. So this guy here is a beautiful piece, but they break easy when you crash, but they are really nice. But the only thing I need out of it is I need to be able to turn the lights on, the headlight, turn it to high beam or low beam. So I've got this universal switch. Here's the part. You could get them, they're nothing fancy. There's a little rubber guy here. I've got my leads on it already, and I'll connect it to the plug, which will actually be this plug here if it'll focus for me. I have a little washer, 3D printed. You could use any washer. That way it'll mount onto an existing mount on the bike, and I'll show you that when it's done. So per the wiring diagram, let's show you these colors here. So blue is the power, light blue is the low beam, the two pinks are the high beam. So what we're going to do is I'm going to depin those lower three, and then I'm going to just cut them back up here, and I'll reuse the pins in the plug, and that'll be all set. So the upper is for the horn, I believe, and then the turn signals are this guy here that we're not using. So I always make these so you could revert back if you need to. If I had, this is a Molex plug. Of course, you could buy a kit of those, but I mean, I'm only doing 3 of them, so it's not worth it. So I'll cut these, I'll join them with my pigtail here. So I've got my power that'll go up into the switch, come out of the switch as a low beam, high beam, or it'll be off. So I'll show you what it looks like installed. Waterproof, nice little setup. So that gives me headlights on, off, high beam, low beam. So that's all I ever use. So again, make these betas the way you want. Dielectric grease and all the connections. Don't forget to do that too. All right, we're going to finish this up. Hey guys, one other thing I may not have mentioned is when you take your throttle position sensor off your carburetor, your TPS, you get a check engine light on your dash. So you need to depin or cut this wire here, which is pink with a purple runner on it. Comes out of this plug that plugs into this plug that goes into the computer. So just put a little tape on that, get that up and out of the way. and you'll be fine. Or they're really hard to depin. You can just go and cut it if you're not going to ever put it on, or just pay attention to where it is. So that's just another little heads up there. So okay.